Hello, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to share a reading update kind of video. So I had a really great reading weekend, and I posted a weekend update kind of video on Saturday morning, I believe, and I laid out a rather ambitious TBR for the weekend. And for obvious reasons, I was not able to tackle that entire TBR because it was quite too large for a single weekend. However, I still had a really great a couple of reading days, and so I wanted to start with showing a couple of my recent reads. My first recent read is A Magnificent Obsession by Helen Rappaport about Queen Victoria and her relationship with Prince Albert. This was one that I was currently reading when I filmed that Saturday video that went out, and so I finished this one on Saturday. It was incredible. I am currently working on my written review for this, and when I have that finished, I am sure I will sit down and talk about it in a video. And then I also read From Splendor to Revolution, and I read this one. I started this one on Saturday night and I finished it on Sunday, and it was also really good. There were a couple of moments when it got a little confusing. I felt that the narrative got a little bit clouded, just because of the scope of the subject matter, and also just with the similarity of names of different individuals within the same families. It can get really complicated when it's laid out. It can be really confusing as to who is who in the end, but this was also really enjoyable. And then as for current reads, I am currently reading We Too by Gillian Gill. This is the worst thing because it doesn't give me the actual cover. It's loading this third-party black background, white text of the title, which is absolutely horrible. But this is another book about Queen Victoria and her relationship and her partnership with Prince Albert, which is really interesting. It takes a slightly different approach and a different tone than the Helen Rappaport book does, which is interesting. Helen Rappaport's book sort of puts Victoria as very manipulative and incredibly selfish. Gillian Gill's kind of portrays Prince Albert almost more in that way of being very aggressive and very forceful, and Victoria being very malleable and very almost sort of sheepish, almost sort of pulled away from herself. And so when I talk about Magnificent Obsession in a video coming up, I think I'll probably throw in We Too by Gillian Gill as well, and sort of just talk about the subject matter as well based off of these two books. I have a Prince Albert biography that just arrived, which I will show hopefully over the weekend in a book haul, and then I have a Queen Victoria biography coming, not the one that I showed in my bookshelf tour. That's by Julia Baird, I believe. Yes, and then I have one by A.N. Wilson that is coming, and so I'll show that one as well. But I want to read those two biographies of Victoria and of Albert, and then talk about the whole subject matter and a couple of the different books that I've read about it. I think that might be really interesting. And then lastly, and this will be a short video, lastly, I have started Middlemarch. So I picked up just a Kindle edition of Middlemarch. I also have the Penguin Classics edition that I showed, but I was reading it last night. It was late. I didn't want to be reading the small print of a Penguin Classic, and so I just decided to buy the ebook. I found one this was only $1, and so I picked this up. I'm on chapter 5 now. I'm enjoying it. I'm still warming up to the writing style. And originally I had said that I hadn't read anything by George Eliot, and then I realized I have read Silas Marner, but it was a long time ago, and so I don't remember it very well. But I'm enjoying Middlemarch. I'll talk about it more as I get into it more in depth. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to handle videos for it. If I'm going to do a video for the parts or just one big video at the end, I'm not quite sure. But we'll just see how it goes. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to leave a comment if you would like, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.